What's up YouTube? Do you want to make quick edits like this? Stick around and I'm going to show you exactly how to style transfer with literally any photo you can possibly do. Aloha YouTube, Kai Turner coming at you with another banger. Today we're going to do image to image using ZImageTurbo. And as you can see, no ControlNet down here to slow up the process. So these make extremely fast edits. And I'm talking about blazing fast. Look at this. 6 seconds. You can even see my cue. We're talking literally 6-second edits. How does it do this? So it just takes the initial image and it just transposes that through the ZImage model, and essentially you get whatever you would normally get, but as an edit. So it's very quick and it's very accurate. So in this example, I just said make her Latina, and as you can see, boom, you get this Latina thing. And just to prove that I'm not like BSing you, I'll run her one right now. It's a fixed seed, so let's do another seed so that way you can see. And as you can see, boom, it's just that fast. 11 steps too, so it's super quick. Bam. Another Latina. And the cool part is that it keeps some of the original image. So obviously you have a similar looking outfit, but not exactly the same outfit. And you know, it's got the same theme in terms of the room. It's another white room. So it's perfect for taking like a picture of somebody. If you wanted to make like Instagram posts, for instance, of an AI influencer, you could have just take a random picture of somebody and then make that stylized into something else. So it's really, really good for that type of stuff. And just because of how fast it runs, you could run so many generations to see exactly what you wanted to see. Everybody's favorite example, Riley from the GameStop girl. Everybody's going crazy for this chick. Let's say you were really into Asian girls. And I say that because she is holding something. It's going to be weird if she's not holding something. Typically, my prompt is the normal long one, but I don't know if that will work in this specific example. I'm just keeping it as basic as possible just so you can see, even in a worst case, it's super fast and it's pretty good at just translating whatever you want it to change in the image. You obviously have different models like Quinn, and you have, Gemini and Nano Banana Pro and all these different things. But for a simple quick edit, I think this is really cool at just being able to do that without ControlNet for very quick edits. As you can see, kept the same GameStop theme. She's clearly getting handed the Xbox controller. Ironically, kind of looks like an Xbox controller, a little custom one. And yeah, it kept the same theme and things like that. You can change all of these. The sampler and the scheduler do matter a lot in this, and I obviously have not messed around with every single scheduler and sampler. It's probably like, you know, a 1,000 combinations you could possibly have. But just lowering the denoise, as we said right here, matters a lot. Like the denoise will control everything. The lower the denoise value is, obviously, the closer it will look to this, and the higher it will look to just whatever ZImage would normally make. So if you wanted like just the ZImage version, you could technically use this as just a normal ZImage, image generator. If you put this at 1, and then you just put whatever prompt you want in here. But it would just be the same as just using normal ZImageTurbo. Now, this is a great example showing what I'm showing. This is kind of an amalgamation right here. This is why this is a great example, because this is a very hard thing to show. This is like a thing in motion. So obviously the thing won't really know exactly what to do with that. But as you can see, she's in the exact same location. You even got Dragonite in the Pokemon box right here in the corner. So it kept a lot of the details from her, but obviously she is now Asian instead of her normal thing. And if you had any type of photo editor, you could just put this in there. You could even use Quinn or something like that to just put this Xbox back into her hands if you wanted to. But really cool that it could do that really quickly. I changed it to 55 so we can see what we're seeing. I just mess with random samplers, random schedulers, and see what comes up. I don't even think Euler is the best. I don't think this is. I just randomly chose it. I think it's normally on basic Euler. Put ancestral, see if it makes a difference. 55 should be like a happy medium where it's in there. Yeah, now we got her holding the controller, but same angle, same vibe, and everything. This is solid. This is quite solid. Now I'm gonna do a Halo themed one. Ooh, you know what I shouldn't think about? I mean, that's probably not the best example. Maybe you should just say nothing, or just say what's going on in the scene. Yeah, that'd probably be better to say that. But let's see. First person shooter, aiming gun, sandy beach. Hey, yo, that's sick. This is sick. Like, just to be able to like translate that stylization to something else is crazy. This is like the guy who reloads random things. I don't know that guy on YouTube. I probably like insert a clip if I see it, but This is like that. Like, that's crazy to make the Halo gun, the Halo assault rifle, but like as normal parts. That's kind of trippy because it realizes what's going on in the picture, so it can obviously translate that to this. It's funny because she's obviously working on some tool that uses this, but it really does translate to this perfectly. That's amazing technology. Like, that's the use case where you would use this. Let's try to keep it in the realm of the game though. Let's see if it's equally as amazing as that, because that's a hard one to beat, bro. That's actually dope. What? Nah, bro. I did not. I was not expecting anything like that. I didn't have any expectations at all. I threw this one in there as just like a random joke. Like, I was like, fuck it, might as well do it. Yo, are we real right now? Are we in the same? Are we looking at the same thing or not? This looks like an entirely new game, and this argumentatively looks way better. I think I'm playing this game, not even Halo at this point. It's got the ammo count. It realizes like games normally have things down here. Obviously, this is a little bit more the gibberish, but the fact that it knows where the things are, and this is a cool looking assault rifle. I think this is dope. Like, are we tripping? And the background is fire. It's exactly what I described. It's a beach setting. You even got people in here like talking and convert. This is like GTA meets Halo. I'm giving somebody an idea. I guarantee somebody out there is working on that right now just because I said that. But no, this is for game prototyping. I could definitely see this being super useful. Just throwing like a picture in there and saying like, give me inspo for another project. Boom. You get something like this. And remember, this is blazing fast. I mean, we're talking couple of seconds generation. Even in these longer ones where I'm like actually telling it like work extra hard, I mean you're always under a minute. This is ZImageTurbo. Let's be honest. It's turbo for a reason. If anything, this might be the thumbnail, bro. That is crazy. That is crazy. I don't know. I at this point now I really don't know. That already got me on a different level right there. Let's do that same thing with this stack of games. I don't know. Dude, we sticking with the Halo. I just happen to have Halo in there today, so let's throw that in there. I don't know what to do with this now. I could generally, you can transform into anything. That's what I said. Like, I don't know. I want the AI to decide what they want to do with this. I'm not gonna give it any command at all. Like, you do what you want to do with that. I don't know what it's gonna do with that. I genuinely have zero idea. We got to do girls next just to show the contrast, but I mean, do we need to say anything more than this? The style transfer from one thing to another thing is crazy good. Like, it's actually useful. It turned this stack of games into race cars, and I guess because it is a couple race cars right here, so it probably realized like you like cars, so let's put some cars in here. Very cool, very aesthetic, and they even changed the background, giving us like a New York type vibe. See the cars out here. It's clearly nighttime, keeping the same nighttime theme as this. So it takes elements from this picture to put it into this picture, which is why the noise matters so much in all of these like generations. Really cool. And they keep the text like, you know, kind of blurred, so you're not obviously reading it. They don't want you seeing too much. Actually, some of it's in Chinese as well, so that makes a lot of sense. For girls, I feel like that's probably the thing that most people are going to be using it for though. So got a couple examples of that. Do the Miami girl. Let's see if I can make the outfit change though, like, because that's something else that you would probably want to do. And this is not even the right way to prompt it, but I'm just going to do it that way anyway. Yeah, I feel like I should say like her outfit is, you know, versus make, but it's semantics. It might not make a big difference in terms of generation time. This is a pretty good high resolution image, so it should probably take a lot longer for this, since it is literally doing 11 steps. The size of the image does make a humongous difference, which is why, like, if your picture is, I'd say normal size, 1,000 or under 1,000, then it'll be super quick. It'll be like maybe less than 5 seconds. But if it's a big picture, you know, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 8K resolution type pictures, then yeah, it's gonna definitely take long because each step has to get processed. All right, it is finally finished, and it definitely does look different. They didn't do the snakeskin bikini at all, but it did keep the location pretty much the same. Ironically, the number is pretty high too, 65. I forgot beta. Interesting. So this is, I'd say this is a better example of how to use this as well. Like, maybe you use beta just for like character swapping, because this location looks just different enough from this location to be like its own separate thing. You could find this picture online somewhere and then just use this to translate into this. And now you got a completely new girl in a slightly different location that is reminiscent of this place, so that it kind of looks like it, but not enough to actually be the same place. And I ain't gonna lie to you, the water detailing and like how the palm trees break like this is way better than the actual original. So The background's more detailed as well. Like this is more defined. And the realism in her face is crazy. Like that is insanely good. I was thinking the body as well. Like she's got the like you can see the hairs on her skin. Like I think ZImage is amazing at that. Like I don't know why. Like it's really good at the finite details. The shadows being in her face versus this. This looks a lot softer, more like gentle, but ZImage is more like I'm being real. I'm trying to give you like that real face. It definitely did not do what I wanted it to do here, but for what it was doing, it did an amazing job for that. And that's also because of beta though. Obviously different ones will do different things. So you'd have to try all of these to get the exact result you want. But I mean, beta is vibing with me just because it's like super soft. It's giving exactly something new every time. I'm surprised every time it does it. It's literally in beta. This one is really cool. This background was looking very aesthetic, and I like her hair and all of that. I was gonna go for the daytime cinematic. All right, let's test it out. How much is this? Okay. Oh, there's a big picture too. Damn. Okay. It did it. It changed some of the facial features, of course, but the sunlight is definitely in her eyes, like I said, and it kept the background pretty much the same, which is great. It made her outfit asymmetric. No, I'd say that's a pretty good job, honestly. This is simple as well, so yeah, nah, this is solid for like transferring the style of an image to another image, so you can have like a unique thing. Is it's pretty good at that. And that's something that's very unique that I don't think a lot of other ones like kind of specialize at. So this workflow just you probably have a way better example of what to use this for, and you probably have a better use case. But I think just for style transfer, it's super good at that. Let's drop this bad boy in there. Let's see if we can change the scene, because I don't think that's the hard part, I guess, for this. Like changing her physical features is easy, but like scene is way harder. Okay. It definitely gave the schoolgirl look for her. You know, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta for the culture. I gotta do it. I think it looks more realistic actually too. It's funny. Like that's super ironic. It looks very authentic. It looks like how she would actually look without the makeup. Okay, they did not want to do Mexican. Let's try that. See what we're working with. Versus this is that more smooth, refined, like how I feel like her hair. Damn, look at the detail in her face. That's crazy good. This might just be one of those things where it's another great use case is just dropping like a lower res image in and just making it better looking. I'm gonna drop a very low res image and see how it does with that. All right, this picture, as you can see, is literally 288 by 360. So if you literally just screenshotted a YouTube thumbnail basically and cropped it to whatever you wanted to do, that would be this size. Like I even keep the same thing. I don't really care about that. Wow. Oh my gosh. So it was blazing fast, obviously, because it's no size at all. I mean, I want to do a crazy number. I'm going to do 50 steps just to be crazy. It keeps the same, obviously, aspect ratio. So it's still 288 by 360, but it definitely followed the prompt a lot more here. I mean, she clearly goes from Asian to Mexican in her school. That's interesting. This is 50 steps, so it should take quite a long time. But of course, since it's such a low resolution, it is going to do this in probably a few seconds. So, and I mean, at that many steps, you're not really gaining anything anyway. So it's just for the lulz. I think 11 is a great number. You know, scheduler sampler combo to do that. Yeah, and that does match the aesthetic. So yeah, and I mean, that must have been like, yeah, I was about to say that had to be like 10 seconds. That was like even faster than that. It felt like it was 2 seconds, something like that. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we're gonna let's see what we do. I want to see how it works with like changing the location, changing the person. Okay, it did kind of follow that. Definitely changed ethnicity. It kept the pose as well. It kept that similar vibe with the pose. Let's run it back turbo. This is 11 steps still. See, this is anything that's like small. This followed the prompt. I don't know why, but the second one followed the prompt. The first one's like, nah. That's a good thing about the seeds as well, since this is not a huge high resolution. Yeah, you could just run this bad boy 20 times and get the right one. But this second one, I only had to do it 2 times and it's perfect. So it took her and just made her a white woman in a cafe. If you like your nice green-eyed vixens, then this is a perfect one for you. And it did follow the thing. You got the cafe, green eyes as well. Yeah, I think that followed it. So you could definitely use I think style transfer will be the most accurate way to say what it's doing here. And that's very useful. I mean, people use like 8, 9 lures to do that same effect, and this is just doing it super duper quick. Especially it works best in cases where the resolution is not crazy high. Like if you get super duper realistic pictures, yeah, it will transfer the style, but you could do the same thing by lowering the resolution and then doing it over. Like I'm gonna do the same one, just see if it exact same scenario. This is a much higher resolution, as you can see, probably triple this resolution, so it's going to take a little bit longer. And the steps, obviously you can just accommodate for that, maybe make it like less steps so it could be pretty much the same speed. Steps is kind of irrelevant in this. Is anything more than 4 or 5 steps is going to look good. Okay, yo, that did it. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. It's got the same vibe, like, you know, she's still in her room taking a selfie, and I didn't even put that in. Like literally I just put the same exact prompt as before. It just already knew. I think that's a perfect thing. She's got the necklace just like her. Like the vibe is very similar to that, but to give you a whole new image. So this is really easy for just generating unique characters and then putting them into whatever scenario you want to put your character in. And then obviously you could throw a Laura on there, so if you wanted to have like a specific scene and things like that, there's a lot of use cases for this, I'm telling you. And especially because it generates so fast, like, yeah, you could really help you out with different workflows and creative ideas. Like the inspo from the beginning, oh my gosh, like just that alone, I think that will be the useful part. Wow, she kept the same pose, everything. She got both hands on the thing. I think this is like a perfect way to style transfer, bro. I think this is quite amazing. This probably won't make it to the thumbnail, I'm not gonna lie, but hey, if it does, it does. I knew a Serbian back in Miami. I don't know why I ran into a few Serbians in my life and all cool people. So I don't know. Serbian girls are something different. I had this young college professor also was a Serbian woman. So yeah, I figured that would be the vibe. I like that they kept the hair color basically the same as well. So it tries to keep as many features from the original as possible. This is an amazing style transfer tool. So I don't know if I'll title the video like that, but definitely that is a great perfect use case for this, where you could take one thing and just revolutionize it by doing something else. You could take this because it's very unique. Like this is like got the background, things like that. And sometimes you do want to use like Quinn or, you know, Nano Banana to do something specifically with this character. But if you wanted this essence, but you wanted a new image, then it's like, how do you do that? Like that's the problem. Like if you want this vibe but you don't want this person or you don't want this character, you could swap individual details and then swap their face and swap the body and all this stuff, but it's like a lot of work versus just putting her in here and saying what you wanted to happen and it'll just try to make it happen. Obviously you can make any, you know, not safe for work content as well, so yeah, I could definitely see a lot of use cases for this, honestly. See, it kept the vibe. Like, it kept this futuristic, unique vibe, but also has her as something completely different. Loving that. Okay, like the mixed girl, okay. Shiny, prismatic style outfit as well. So, like, that I would just lower just to get more of the style. Because, like, this is similar, but, I mean, if you wanted to be more similar, you know, bam. You hit him with the 0.5. That unique style transfer, though. Like this is a good example. Like that it has the exact same vibe as this, but different scene, different character. And if you zoom in, you see like the details are a lot, I'd say more rich than the original actually. You can see more in the like shine in the thing. Her face has that, you know, a realistic I'm looking down at you, you know, dominant perspective. It's got some unique, you know, very specific qualities that you can get from that, especially just in terms of realism. Like, I mean, taking something from super low res to making it more realistic is great for that. I can see a lot of people who make like thumbnails and things like that. It would be super helpful for that type of stuff. Yeah, if you didn't know, that's a cool little ComfyUI trick that you can always use. If anything was made in ComfyUI and you just drop it right into the little gray area, it'll just remake exactly what the workflow is. But yeah, overall, I think this is a really useful tool. And I mean, in a lot of different professional workflows and even like just casual thumbnails or making a new character design, this could be very helpful. As always, if you want the workflow, if you need anything like help with ComfyUI, different new projects you want to work on, hit me up in the comment section below. I'll definitely look at your things. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video if it helped you out, and I definitely will be leaving this, probably make a few edits here, and even give you one of these prompts. I don't know which one. Whatever one you guys like, that's the one I'll leave as the default one, so you can just make that again. As always, have an awesome day. See you guys later.